I just noticed that your chat is in chat. That's strange. Normally it deletes when I change the the settings, I guess. But now you see it. Weird. When did that happen? Hi, and welcome in. I'm Chaos to the power of 10, and we will play multiple games, I guess, because the demos are not really long. Some of them are not demos though, but they are free to play on Steam. So it depends what we play, okay? Hi Harkness, hi Carol. Yeah, hi. Thank you for first and second. I don't know. When I... You know, I started streaming so that I can work on my anxiety. And I can type online, most times no problem. I cannot really do voice calls that well unless I got used to the situation, but the moment something slightly changes in what I got used to, if I don't do it for a while, then that's gone and I have to restart it, you know? So having 1 week where I didn't stream and suddenly 2 days where I didn't schedule it and still wanted to stream, it was not good. Today is the first day where I finally stream again while it was scheduled. And that somehow feels better. You know, it's something I told you I would do. Therefore you are expecting it, and I'm expecting it, and therefore it's easier. It was quite hard to press the stream button on Saturday. Ugh. I'm also giddy because I like this game. I know it gives mixed vibes, and it is mixed vibes. It is kind of like puzzle. It is also horror, and it seems to be romance. Am I too loud? Sometimes it goes into the red. I guess there we go. It says it is romance. You see why this is kind of problematic, because you will see. The music is pretty. I'm also worried that is could it be copyrighted? I'm not sure. I hope not. This is a demo version. The full version is already out and I put it on my throne. I have a lot of new things on my throne, by the way. Most of it just $1 to $3. So, you do not see, but my fingers are poking against each other like just want to make advertisement, I guess. Okay. English. There is a normal version, and there is a otherworldly version. I have started this one first just to figure out what otherworldly means, and it is hard. It's not possible if you haven't played it before, I guess. So I will go with the normal version. New throne to spoil chaos with a little bit. New things on throne, some. All kind of cheap. They were all reduced, so I want to get the best prices. Normal version, please. Player 1. So apparently online says that the premise is that you kind of fell into another plane of existence where horror humans are real. Their language is so different to yours, and you will have to figure out what they are saying. Their language is also not as defined as ours. I don't really know what that means, because, you know, I'm German. This game is in English. That will hard. That will be hard. Hey. Dot 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 dot. Hi, Mr. Crawling. Oh, it also said it is directed towards women? I guess it's because it is a woman's voice and there are men mostly surrounding us. You know? So I guess that's why, but I guess they could have just not given her a voice, you know? There we go. Time to clear out the bank account. Please don't. Just as much as you can. Or 1, 2, both together. What was that? Where am I? I need to find a way out. He looks so evil, but he looks also so cool. The Roan. The Roan. Hi. Mr. Hood. Hi, Mr. Hood. I wonder what is beneath that. Question mark. What does he say? I also believe that his name is not really Mr. Hood. That's just the name that the person gives them. Like, oh, he's wearing a hood, so this is Mr. Hood. While the other one was Mr. Qually, because he's crawling around. I don't understand. Sorry. What language is this? Question mark. Huh? Ich? Me? I or me? Maybe? He's showing to himself. So he's pointing to me, so you? I guess it is only you, huh? I, me, you. There is no other version of you, I believe, what? Yours? Bunch of games, yeah. I really hit off there. If they are already like under €1, under $1, might as well. Yes. And this way we need to figure out what they are saying or trying to say, I guess. Is he saying me and you? So this is the normal version, correct? So first of all, we can understand our character. We can read this and we understand it. And what she's saying are tips. So me and you. In the other versions that I tried, I couldn't understand myself. It was the same language as theirs. So it would say and then I would need to figure out what he is saying and what we are saying. I don't understand how somebody would do that. I or me. And you. Yeah, thank you. You. Okay. The problem is also, I don't know if these are correlating. You see, this is you. So 3 letters. You? So is this an U? Is an A an U? The S is an O and the And this one is a yeah J. But then, no, this one is a different one. If that works even that way. Because sometimes it also, like here's a long word, and there's only one question mark on top of it, while this one is short and sometimes there are like 2 or 3 question mark over it. I wonder, does that mean there are 3 words in it? And this is like one word? You okay? Question mark? You okay? Is he asking me a question? I'm guessing so. The question mark is quite clear in this. At least that one. Smile or huh? Let's smile, I guess. You are nice. You seem nice. Wait, wasn't one of them the J? See, here it is a really long one, and it's like five question marks. I wonder if the amount of question marks has something to do with it. One of them was an U, I believe. Or an O? This one, I believe. If that even works that way, I'm not even sure. Wait, I need a dictionary. Here. This is a J. Based on this. And these would be 2 U's. Nah, I guess these are random? There is no English word, I guess, with 2 U's at the beginning. So I'm guessing these words are just stand-ins and not really like letters. Hello? If you would meet a person, you would just say hello, huh? Maybe it's hello. Hello? Question mark. We make a question mark behind this one. Okay. Hello? I wonder if I got it right. Yeah. We will figure it out later, I guess. Light. Light? Light bulb? Light. Dark. I guess. Huh? More dark? Mehr? If you more dark? More dark? If you press in random spots, then the second word is dark. I guess more? Could be. This is not light. What is this one? Turned on? Turn on? 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 Dark. Not dark? Oh, does adding this word make it mean the opposite? Ooh. Hi, who are you? Wait, I want this one again. Dark. On? Okay, not dark. Okay. I could have... Oh! Nothing? In a game, if you click somewhere random, then it normally says nothing. Nothing here, for example. But that's just a really big guess. Bucket. Bucket? Question mark. Bucket. Another bucket. I'm sorry for hitting you, I guess. And a third bucket. More? No. It cannot be more. Multiple? Third bucket? What could that one mean? This one, the blue one, is just a bucket. The middle one is just a bucket. This one, however, is a third bucket. A special bucket. Multiple? I'm not sure if I write it wrong. Okay, I'm not English, so let me. As long as you know what it means. Multiple buckets? Alarm? Laut? Laut oder Alarm? Yep. Laut Alarm. Noise? Loud noise? Alarm noise? Maybe. Quiet? It could have been quiet, I guess, because you turned it off. There was a man. Or a ghost? Let's turn this off again. Yep, dark. Is it a 4 over here? Wait, what? Huh, I guess I messed that one up, huh? Hello. I have not learned one word that you need. What is this room for if I don't learn what you want to tell me? He just said it in a very demanding tone. It is like saying should. Okay, it's should. Should leave? Maybe. Should go? Maybe. Door. Door. Open or cancel? I guess open. I have nothing new. And talking to him doesn't really help me. Where am I? That's a good question. I cannot turn around, it seems. Yeah, okay. I have the feeling 2 of these are dangerous and one might lead to the next area. Let's start here. Oh! Blood? Help me. Ah. This place looks bad. Let's go back. Yeah. Yeah, no. That's too much blood. Ketchup. Sorry. That's ketchup. Oh. Hi, Mr. Gap. These names. Hello? Does this mean also hello? No, then if this one means hello, then the other one used doesn't mean hello. Hello? Come closer? I want you closer? No, we had you. It is a bunch of jam. You have blood on your face. You have that crazy eye. You are hiding behind a door. You... Smile or close? Let's close this. I don't want to smile at him. The other one back there was fine. This one seems a bit more crazy. Maybe I can get through if I move this. Oh, that was loud. I can't open it. Okay. It seems like there's nothing here. Click-clack. Oh, cute! A hen. A hen? Well, it's a bloody hen. But I guess he made the jam. You know? Somebody has to make the jam. Oh, he is jumping. It's alive? He's pointing to something though. We just had dinner, by the way. Have you eaten? I have eaten the last part of the filled thingy. What do you call it again? Zucchini. Yeah. It was one big zucchini. I was able to only put it into the oven by cutting it in 4 parts. Zucchini. Oh. Click clack. E. A severed head? Oh, hello. Ah, so this one is hello. I guess. Hi. Help me? Help? Help me? Help? Maybe. Question mark. I can... No. Not more. Question mark. Because more is... Not? Walk? Where did we get some more again? Oh, more darkness. Does this fit? Oh my. It was bigger than, well, it was as long as my underarm. And bigger than it. So, yeah. We had sausage stroganoff. Nom. I'm really looking forward to eating something else than zucchini. It was yummy though. I wonder if he's in trouble. I would say so. Does this word mean want to? Okay, so it can be that one thing means two things. So want to is like one. Okay. Me. Pick me? This one... It could help me, but we had help before, if we were right with that one. Mr. Chopped. Lift me? Lift? Like lifting up? Like picking up? Uppies? You could just say uppies. But you have said you are tiny. Well, my hands are tiny. That's true. Okay, so the hand made a grabbing motion. Lift me. Please? Please lift me? Maybe... Let's imagine they are nice, okay? Please lift me. Lift, lift. So, up, I guess. Ah, please is it close to want you to do? I like please more. Want you to. How can this one word mean want you to do? You want me to bring you with me? I guess they are only a head. You know, they cannot really hurt me. Only with teeth, but then I would need to get them close to me, so I guess I pick you up. You seem fine enough. Oof. Want you to... go? No, we had go before. Sometimes these are really loud. Behind this, is that your body? Just for me to know, you know. Open, open, open door, open door. That seems classic. You know, that is understandable. More? Even more? Maybe? Open the door even more? Maybe. Hey, are you the ghost? Ah, hello. I guess we are right with the hello. They are really nice, these people. No, they all say hello. I'm here? I mean, the person is blind. So maybe Mr. Chopper say, hey, I'm here. Hello? You... You... Me. They brought me? Let's say this is they. They brought me here? They helped, I guess. Hello? I guess this one means hello. Hi. Oh. What could be a one-word question? Who, where, when, why? Maybe why? Why? No. They? No, we had they before. Ugh. Unless it was wrong. They? She? She brought me? Because we know that our game, our character is female. She brought me? She... let's imagine we are a person that needs help. We find someone and they help us and they brought us to our friend who cannot see. And they talk about, or we talk about the third person. She helped us. She brought us here. She's nice. Don't kill her. Maybe. She's nice. Maybe. Is this maybe the amount of letters? Nice? Good? Maybe nice or good. I hope. Are they talking about me? Well, that person points at me, I guess. Oh, hello. Brought she... Head? Brought she here? Does it mean thanks? Thank you? Thank you? Thanks? Maybe? I hope. This is all a guessing game. I guess one of them must be understand, I guess. Not understand speech. Language. Or speech, maybe. Or maybe us. But us would be really small. Teach? Teaching? Learning? Show? Teach? Learn? Show? Maybe? Maybe. This way? They are pointing. Maybe this way? He seems friendly, but... I mean, he has ketchup on his face, but... Well, on his mask, but that could be his own because of the eye. Hand? Maybe. Hand? either finger or point. Finger or point. Maybe. Table. Oh. Then this was seat. Chair. Wait. Chair? Maybe sit. But why would he point in a direction and then say sit, seat? Please? Please sit? Well, we had please before, I believe. Head? Maybe. I? I or C? Mouth or speak? Hair? Is that hair? Could be hair. I guess it's hair. Maybe. Hair? Ear? No. Oh no. Description? Red? Red hair? Long hair? Short hair. What is that supposed to mean? And which one is which? Any ideas what this one could mean? It also could be short. This part is long, but here it is shorter. What is that supposed to mean? Red? Long or short? Maybe. Hair. And it could be the other way around, so, Oh, in that one, that is a face. That one you are good at. Face. But what this is, I don't understand. Carol is trying to to get me to buy a Casco membership. What is Casco again? I believe it is some kind of shop, like Target, but I'm not sure. Face. Happy? Maybe. Angry. sad or scared? Is that sad or is that scared? Does this look more scared or more sad, guys? I'm unsure. A shop that's only for members. Oh. I believe we have something like that in Germany, but it is... Is it Casco? You think that's sad? Okay. I guess that makes sense. It is one of the... It's one of these that you would start explaining, you know? Okay, what is this then? Scared? No. Crying? Devastated? Depressed. It's even more than sad, so... What is this? And if this is sad, then what is the other one? Where is it? Cry? This one could be worried. A little bit. Let's say this one is sad and worried. While this one is sad or crying. Maybe. That's shocked or scared, yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you know when you have somebody who's autistic and they like try to figure it out and they show you pictures of faces, what emotion that is? I feel like that at the moment. I guess this is shocked or scared. Or maybe surprised? Could be surprised. No. Okay. I guess we leave it at that. You are still light? Yes, this is still light. Okay. Hi. I teach language. Okay. This seat. If this is really this. Maybe it means sit. Sit in the chair. Looks a little bit too distressed to be surprised. Coin. I guess it is a coin, maybe. Coin. 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 Or button? There, I don't see holes in it. Coin. Whoop. Coin gone. The coin is gone. Is this here and not here? Okay. Here. Or how could you do this? Here, there. Is there. Is not there. And is gone. Okay. I see. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Maybe. I'm quite sure of this one. 2. 3. Coins would mean that there is a currency down here. That's interesting. Middle? Maybe. Up or top? I guess. Down or button? Bottom? Left? And I guess right. Coin gone. Okay. Understand? Does it mean... No, you, we had you. Did you understand? Have understand? Maybe have? Have understand? The way he's saying it is like asking a question. Das ist possible. Possible. Who would have thought about that one? Possible. Can I talk to you now more? You understand language? No, not really. Thank you. I hope. More. Maybe. Hand. Finger. Okay, so nothing more over here, I guess. So let's move on. Door. Correct. I have the feeling the more is not quite correct. The more we got when we were in the darkness and then clicked randomly at a spot on the wall? What else could it mean that it is now here? Sure. I mean, I cannot go anywhere else. I really want to know what this word means. More? Hi. I guess this is your room, huh? My legs are dead, by the way. It is a weird situation that you started this sentence, you know? Do I want to know what happened to your legs? Table? Yeah. Okay. Chair? Yeah. True. Hanging tools? Maybe? Hanging tools? Light. Hooks? I walked a European mile yesterday. My legs are sore. Why a European mile? Where's the difference? Oh, chains? Chains? I guess these are also chains, but I thought because here's something and there's something, that must be hooks. Room. Room dark. Room. That's not a hanging room though, that's a torture room. So these are torture devices. Okay. No, that's not my. Maybe it's my torture room? my torture room? Nice torture room you have. You need to clean though. I have the feeling. European mile is 10 kilometers, US mile is 1.6 kilometers. What? Why is there so big of a difference? Nice torture room. I will leave. Thank you. At least I understand now what the more means. Room dark. Not more dark. Room is dark. Okay. Hi. Better quickly head back up. Hello? Scared or shocked? Me? Oh! Are you Mr. Chop because you were chopped up by him? Ah! I just got the connection. Where's your body? Is a finger your finger? US has miles instead of kilometers. Yeah, but why is an European mile 10 kilometers and an US mile 1.6 kilometers? A mile should always be a mile. Why is an European mile so much more? Especially since we do not even use the miles. Me alone? I alone? Want you to not leave? Do we have leave? I have the feeling we have leave. Somewhere. Go? Leave or go. So this one is also leave or go. They don't want us to leave. Then is the other one go? Maybe? They are words that are just too close to each other. Yes, well, they measure things in feet. That still doesn't, I still don't understand. Something. I still don't quite understand you. I'm sorry, but I will have to go. Something will happen, huh? Should we turn around? I have the feeling we should go, but I want to turn around. Should we talk? Hi. Goodbye? But goodbye? I hope it means goodbye. Yep. Bye. Oh. Interesting. They let me leave. I don't know why, but they let me leave. I hope with a nice goodbye. Huh, it's clear now. There's nowhere else to go. I guess this is the only way. Well, we could go to the ketchup room. There's something. I bet there's something. Nothing here. Okay. Ah! Oh. Hi, Mr. Gap. You remind me of myself. You know, pocket dimension, gaps. Kinda similar. Possible, not. Remove? Break? Break? Question mark. It's not possible to break it? Do we go into the darkness or to the red light? In Europe we have mile, kilometer, meter. In the US they have inches, feet, yards and miles. We have miles? Well, eine Meile, I guess, yeah. To be honest, I hear eine Meile in Germany, but normally it's not often. Darkness or red? Hogness, you are good in surviving. Where do we go? Oh! It feels like the words in this language are quite broad in meaning. They just lump everything with similar concepts and meanings. Okay. Red all the way. Okay. Let's see. Are you sure? Blood? Oh. Is someone here? Well, I hear something. Let's get out of here. All the way. Yeah, well. Oh, sure. Weapon. There's a crowbar. Perfect. Sure, cat. Obtained a crowbar. And now hide. Hide. First we hide, then we bonk. Oh. Is that Mr. Crawley? Do I have to wait a specific time? Wow, the heartbeat is loud. I see it at yours. I'm sorry, I will end it. Yes! Hi! Oh, did I break your nose? Oh, I'm sorry. Somehow I'm sorry. You're scared? Yes. Sorry? Sorry? Wait, do we have sorry already? I will just go with the idea that they are nice. Okay. Hello, goodbye, thank you, sorry. Ah, interesting. I have the feeling some of these are ordered. Like bucket, light, door, chair, chains. These are more like things, you could say. Right, left, middle, 1, 2, 3, down, tools. Well, tools is maybe they're not correct. These are more concepts of where something is. These are feelings. I, me, you, she, my. Gone, not. Yeah, these are ordered. That will help in the future. Good to know. Sorry? Maybe. If he's nice, then he would say sorry, I guess. Oh, he's gone. And he's looked defeated. See, you lived. It's okay. Yeah, we. Oh, look at him. That poor guy. Look at this. He looks sad. Hey, excuse me. You talk to me? Talk? Maybe? You talk me? Gone? Gone. Okay. Hey, hi. You nice. Or you good. Okay. Oh, okay, he likes me. Good. I guess that means he... And yeah, unless they are all yandere, they shouldn't attack me if they think I'm nice. Why can I turn around? Normally the game doesn't give me the option to turn around. He's following me. Yeah. You something. Even though you just broke his face. I'm that likable. Maybe he just understands because I was scared, you know? A really understandable horror man. You don't need to follow me around. I like how they made the sound, you know? You are fast. What can I do for you? Okay. 1? Maybe 1 means also alone? Like single? What could this mean? Okay, alone. Something. Something, something, something. I talk you? Maybe it isn't talk. Maybe you stayed. Maybe before he didn't say you talk to me. Instead he said you stayed with me. So basically we weren't gone. You stayed with me. Stay. And I will stay with you now. It's kill. Do you think so? Because he said the same words one room before. After we talked to him, we started talk to him. That would mean you kill me. And that doesn't mean... No, I'm joking, okay. I was about to say, doesn't... Is he just going to follow me around? Yes, I guess so. We now have a follower. Wait, didn't we have blood already as word? Oh, we had red as word. If that one is correct. Okay, I guess this is blood. Should not open door. That is that one of the first sentences that we fully understood? Okay. Something is gone. You... something. Something is missing. And that's why something will happen to us. Let's open it anyway, because I would need to know what happens. Ah! What happened to the floor? Careful? Careful? Have you been trying to warn me? I guess you did. Careful, careful. Okay. You should go. Okay, wait. I need to click on it, though. Should not open door. Ground or floor is gone. You fall? Thank you. Good warning. The important parts weren't understandable, but you know. You should go. You should go. Okay. Someone's heading this way. Ugh. Careful. Careful something something. You know, out of my logic, I would say, careful, someone is coming. But I'm not sure. Someone? Isn't coming already one that we have? Okay, guess coming? Question mark. See, yeah, you should something. This one we got out of the hair. Right now I would say it means you should hide. But I don't know in which way. Hide hair? Hide? I mean, someone can hide their face behind the hair, but I wouldn't have guessed that just by somebody pointing on the hair, I guess. Hide, hide, I guess. Hide, hide? What? All of a sudden? No, we will not be angry. I want to understand. What? Is there something you want to tell me? I believe all of them want to tell you something. Even though we don't understand. Oh. Hi. You are close. What? Hide. Hide? Loud or alarm? Something. Noise? I would say quiet would be needed here, but so this word we got from the first room where we clicked the alarm and suddenly it was really loud. So I thought it's either loud or alarm. What could this one mean then? Noise? Loud noise? Question mark. Heartbeat. Oh. Are we leaning close? There is the romance part. I see. Oh. She gone? She gone? I guess they gone? Left? Oh, these are two different words. Possible break? Oh, this one is the same. So this one we got from the Mr. Gap from the guitar. He squeezed it. I guess he tried to break it. Is he trying to protect me? I guess so, and you leaned in, so I see where the romance is coming in. They left? They gone? Careful, they still around? Maybe. You possible leave? But I believe I already used one word for leave. Leave? You possible leave? Escape? Escape. Let's make this one to escape. I wasn't expecting there to be a path there. Chains. Yeah. This one is just a chain. So maybe long? But then the hair isn't long. Long chains? Because this one is longer, right? I guess this is what it wants to tell me. New possible escape. Okay. You escape there? Question mark? Escape? Okay. Let's escape. Romance in my horror game? I mean, it is described as romantic, I guess. Nothing. Either nothing, maybe wall? Wall? Huh. Noise? Then this one is not noise. I don't know what it is, but it's not noise. Possible not escape. Tools. I mean, yeah, basically it is a tool. You escape up. There isn't any other way. Let's go and check it out. Okay. Tools. In the broadest way that you can think of a tool, I guess, yes. Chaos, why am I tired at 9 PM? Because you walked an European mile. That's why. I'm waiting for something to happen. Aha, Mr. Gap. Hi, Mr. Gap. Is he going to follow me? Hello? He's coming. Not hide? I'm quite sure that this is neither long nor short. I'm guessing the hair just means that the head is hiding behind the hair. Even though that one is a bad one. Not hide. Chaos, willst du spazieren mit mich? Wait. Wait, let me... Yeah, yeah. And mich would be just this way. Let's talk. I need to figure this out. What did he just say? Well, we figured that one out. I hide. I scare? No. I jump scare? I thought it looked wrong with an S. Yeah. What could this one mean? One of them is I'm hiding. Then he jumps up and he says, oh, I'm... Here? For me, it's like the act of a jump scare, maybe. But I have the feeling jump scare is not in this. Is there another word for it? Here? I not hide. He repeated it for me. True. He's following me everywhere I go. Surprise? Oh, it could be surprise. Wait, yeah, which one of it is it? Now we have 2 times here. Surprise. Surprise. We will see which one will fit. You one, you careful. Or you alone, you need to be careful. I stay with you. He's wearing. Oh, I escape with you? Could it be that he's worried about me? Oh well. Yeah, well. Oh well. I wonder where's the exit. Anyway, there isn't any other choice but to carry on. I wish I could go back to the first room and talk to the guy again that was there, because we couldn't understand a word what he said. I wonder if we can now understand him more. Ah, and that's the demo. I want to play more. I want to understand all of them. Oh, I can... Wait, menu. Oh. Oh, chapters. Oh, this is just the first one. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait, no. There are 5 chapters of this? And different endings? Are these all endings? Are these all single endings? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Cool. I like it. Wait, I wanted... title? Return to title, yes. Is there more coming, or is the game done and this is just a demo? This game will be a nightmare for completionist gamers. I'm not a completionist, but to be honest, for this one I would do it, I guess. As far as I know, it should be complete and out and on my throne. And now I wanted to show you the other world mode that I started as a try before I wanted to stream it. Because this one is horrible. Hi, cutie. Hi, cutie. So the sounds are the same. This is us. We are talking the same kinda language that they do. We still don't understand them. But we also don't understand us. Oh no. Yeah. It's horrible. Hi, Mr. Hood. What? I guess this is what? I would ask what if I would be her. Yeah, I. Oh, me, I, whatever. You. And she just repeats it. So even the text that she gave us, like, oh, could that possibly mean the opposite? We don't get that because we don't understand ourselves. Yeah. Yeah. You... Okay. You scared? I don't know. Scared? Okay. Question mark. I don't know. I? Ugh. Welcome? And then we say something. I'm confused. Yeah, I know that store. Sure, just move on without looking at anything. So, for example, if we go in here, I guess, we see this. Question mark. We were able to understand this before. Now we don't understand anything anymore. I guess this was help. In the normal version it said help. Or help me. And this is us. You see why it is so difficult. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to show you, because this was what I did before I got on stream. Okay, let's move on, I guess. I have some other games. I have Metrophobia as a demo. I have Whispers Amongst the Poppies as demo. I have Tiny Bunny as prologue. I guess a prologue is just kinda like a demo, but you know, the before story of another game. And theoretically, I also have the Winter Tower, but it didn't say anything about the demo, so I guess it is a full-on game. Metrophobia is... It is kinda like the Exit 8. Yeah, I guess it is Exit 8, basically, just as demo. Then Whispers Amongst the Poppies is a story-based, kinda cute, kinda game that was made, I believe, in... How do you call it again? Where they have war at the moment. You know? I want that game. I decided. I play this one. I want to see this. I want you to see this. Yeah, Ukraine. As far as I know, Steam at the moment has, I believe, a special event with games that come out of the Ukraine. As far as I understood it. Okay? So, maybe look it up. Because I'm not sure. Whispers Among the Poppies. And you can already see Jam around there and the child. And the animals around him. So sad. Wait, what do I have to do? Ah, okay. Ah? Is the game playing for you? I guess it isn't. Why is it not playing? You're here. You don't see it though. Yeah. Wait, let me try it over this one then. There we are. Can I? Let me restart this. Exit. So that you can see all right of the beginning. There wasn't much, but you know. Hello? There you are. And the animals move, so I guess the game should move now. I have chilies! Don't eat them like that, please. But good for you. That looks better. I wonder what that symbol is over there. I can already tell you this is a demo, so, you know, I guess he's supposed to blink, like look a little bit more alive, maybe. But I can tell you the layering is off, so the symbol is in front of the child. Just as an info. Okay, let's I guess follow the red poppies. No, I'm gonna save them and make my own hot sauce. Didn't you do your own hot sauce already this year? I have the feeling I can remember that. Oh, bunny! Cutie. Spacebar. It's Zai, I'm growing chilies. What would happen if we well, I don't really want to know. Wait, okay. The ghost child just wants to, like, play. It looks like he exploded. Oh, it's so bright sometimes. Hi Luna, hi. War never changes. I guess war never changes. At the same time, the strategies and the weapons changes. And now there's the red puppies like with us. I'm guessing something exploded at the child's playground and that child got lost in it. It's so sad. I know my character smiles, but ignore it. Face tracking is sometimes a little bit hard. Did this car drive over something? Ah, it's from Fallout 3. Yeah, still. The weapon changes. Oh, the trees are all bent this way. Oh, I hear a plane. I don't like this. They are all bending this way because there was an explosion, I guess. Yeah. That must be a big explosion. Hi. Oh, they just want their dog back. Oh, there's a line. He wants his sister back? Mother back? Oh, and they want their kitty back. Okay, let's follow the first line first. The puppy was, you know. Huh? Oh, I guess the whole family had a car accident, maybe? Okay, next child. Oh no, not this car. Oh no. Okay. The sister didn't appear. Aww. Angel kitty. It's still sad, but aww. Should... Oh, they all want their house back. I think. Maybe. Oh. Oh, we puzzle. Okay. Wow, we are a strong child. Oi. It must be here. Here? Oh, are we in the house? Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. War never changes since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bones. Blood has been spilled in the name of everything, from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. Bit more of the speech. Thank you. Hele? Mau. I guess this is a language that I don't speak. Oh! Oh, that was a full demo. That's a wrap for the demo. Thanks for giving it a go. It's so sad. Oh, that was a short demo, but I liked it. I like the symbolism. Do we want to go to Metrophobia or Tiny Bunny Prologue? I believe both of them are horror. Bunny. Okay, sure. There you go. I haven't clicked anything. I wanted to switch to English. I'm guessing. I feel like the first game again. I'm guessing start game, load game, settings? Ha! That's a gosh dang rabbit, dang it. Which one are these? I haven't pressed a button when they asked me if I want to change languages. Ah, credits. Oh, up here. But I guessed right. New game, load, settings and credits. Oh, no, I don't want the credits again. I wanted to see the settings. Ah, windowed and full screen. I see. And we can skip. It's so loud. I need it to be a little bit quieter for me. Oh, there are voices. It is voice acted. Full screen, please. Thank you. No game. So this is not a demo, this is a prologue. Why are you not changing over by table? Interesting, the moment I click out of the game, your thing will not update it again. Wait, let's do it over this one then. I see that you hear the game. I see that you don't see it. Ah, now you see it. Weird. It wandered the fields and howled like a hungry beast. An endless song weaved from all sorts of voices. Shrill, gentle, sneery, twined in the air. They were shouting and laughing, and arguing about something. Someone was running through the snow while casting long shadows that would occasionally creep close to my bed. Our house had a mind of its own, the Greek-old mind of a building that had seen a lot in its days and was seemingly trying to share its wisdom with the inhabitants. The lonely house faced the forest and the dark green thicket gazer back with its hollow eyes. Thicket? Rustling, whizzing, swaying back and forth. One could come out and stand at the edge of the forest to reassure themselves there was nobody behind the crooked trees. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. Sure. It's just a play of light and shadows. Just a play. I knew it was just my imagination. I was already 12 after all. Still. Oh, I see a raccoon over here. I didn't notice it first. Hi, Mom. Hey, put away your book. How many times have I told you not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. It's bad for your health? Look at how slouched you are. Do you think it was a fox? I thought it was a raccoon. I think this is a raccoon. There's a pony up there. It's a 7th. Oh, are we him? I guess we are him. Oh, it's ice. I guess. Is it winter? Are the windows iced? Could be. Let's hide it then. I didn't protest and put the book about Conan the Barbarian aside. I'm pretty sure it was a fox. I'm guessing we will see it again. Whatever it was. I was stuck on a line I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times anyway. Olia has already finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. She was so enthusiastic, she almost looked like your typical girl from commercials. You're not going anywhere until you finish all of it. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes as if it would make the porridge disappear. Well, I'm taking you to bed with me, so it's eat time. Okay. I will have to eat today early anyway, because tomorrow is early shift and I don't want to. Hazy anxiousness welled up inside, all because of the previous sleepless night, the black forest around our house and the gloomy wind. The longer I waited, the colder the lumpy white substance became. It looked like a jellyfish from the Custea Odyssey. I love that show. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is. Early shift? Me too. I'm not happy about it. The person that I should work with called in sick 2 more weeks. So now I'm confused who will work with me. There's nobody on the schedule. I'm not happy about that. Or how could the Black Forest... or how cold the Black Forest is at night. The spoon fell out of my hand. Mom showered me with a cold glare from her green eyes. What did I just say? I will get it. I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling the nasty porridge once again. I felt around for the spoon. Wait, spoon. Spoon. What is this, carved on the other side of the table? Karina? I have a spoon? Ha, that's my mom's name. I guess she carved it out with something pointy when she was little. She sure was a rascal, damaging the furniture like that. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar though. Should I remind her about it? Nah, she's been in a bit of a bad mood lately. I imagine her being my age, sitting under the table. I wonder was Mom afraid of the dark back then? Or the sounds coming from the attic? There are sounds coming from the attic? Or the thick forest? I imagine my grandma coming into my little mom's room, sitting at the edge of her bed where Olia sleeps nowadays, and saying this in her soft, smooth voice. Tiger is a special place, little girl. Why would you call your own child little girl? It's watching you closely, sniffing you out. Grandma, trying to discern what kind of beast you are. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in times of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, it will grab you by the side and drag you under the ground. And that would be it. Yeah, that would help a child to sleep. Grandma was caring. She never fought with anybody, never yelled, never swore. Those were the times without the maddening screams until late at night, without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Our parents used to love each other back then. I remember listening in on one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about Grandma getting prepared for her funeral. Was Grandma already dead to that point? She had already bought a casket, and she called it her cute funeral box. Okay, so Granny is herself preparing. Okay, that's fine. It waited for its time in the closet, patiently. Granny, you must be quite small, to be honest. If your casket or your box can fit into your closet. It was black, upholstered with meat-colored material on the inside. Meat-colored? I saw it when my grandma was getting buried. The house didn't change since the time she was alive, only all of the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with grey faces of my ancestors. They all had a dead but watchful look in their eyes. How depressing. If the pictures that surround you have dead eyes, but watchful, I have the feeling you should put up the pictures that are like happy. I crawled out from under the table. Well, then again, I guess the history of pictures is like back in the days. If you were able to get one, you would look like, high up and like more concerned than, happy. Olia was done with her cookies and was looking at me at my share like a sly woodland critter. I turned my gaze towards the frosted window. There were a lot of dark pines outside, but they didn't grab my attention. The pattern of frost formed a picture on the glass. There it is again. I guess it could be a fox. Olia, look, it's a fox. Huh. I thought it's like dark around here and here too, so I thought maybe a raccoon. But yeah, Hogness, you are right, it is a fox. Where? It looked almost like those optical illusion thingies they put on the back of student notebooks. Do they? A mixture of lines at first glance, but if you blur your vision a little bit... Well, I don't have to blur my vision to see it. I see it quite clear. And look under a certain angle. Not outside, on the window. Look, there's a nose, and here's... Hey, eat up! Yes, just a moment. I don't see anything. Hurry up, there's not much left. There it is, but it still doesn't look like one. And I'm telling you, it does. Ah, okay. Nuh-uh. I was right? Yeah, it's a fox. It's a fox, not a raccoon. It does. Stop it, these kids, I swear. Oh. Oh, here's a nose still, here's an eye, here's an ear. I can see it still. Now I couldn't see the fox either. It disappeared. Went away. Only the frosty patterns, similar to stretched out nettle leaves, kept creeping up the glass. My dad entered the kitchen with long, measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. Good luck. Mom would always ask jokingly, come on, shave it off, it stinks. This was so long ago. Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Olia always covered her ears whenever she hears something like, "What's the point in all of this?" through the wall. "It's all for your sake," Dad would reply, "for the sake of our family." I always called every sound in fear of hearing the most dreaded, the deadliest word that starts with a D. Divorce, I guess. D-I-V-O. I don't even want to finish it. It was scary to imagine that me and my little sister could be torn apart and taken into two different families. Anyway, your fox is nothing. I have an owl on my window. You and your owl talk again. You said you believed me just yesterday. Has anybody seen my car keys? I remember leaving them on the windowsill. Right. Maybe you did, and maybe not. You are a grown man, a father of two, and still. Karina, please stop. Just let me get ready in peace. Your keys are in the basket, near the phone. Well, thank you very much. And Anton, stop making a mad martyr out of yourself and finish eating already. And the owl. There was no owl. But there was one. It had giant glowing eyes. Oh. Olia sprang up from the chair and placed her hand on her little face, imitating a pair of eyes with her fingers the size of an apple each. Last year you had Bye-bye in your closet, and now this owl? Bye-bye? But I saw it. Olia shifted her gaze back and forth from Dad to Mom to me, but couldn't find any support. Have you thought about befriending it? You know, like feeding it with imaginary mice. Don't bully our girl. Yeah, that's low, okay? She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's still little. Olia pouted her lips in rebellion and rushed into the hallway. The staircase that led to the second floor creaked. Mom gave Dad a strict look. Oh, that look in her eyes. It's so uncomfortable to be pinned under it. Dad just snorted in reply and left, ringing with the keys he just found. Even if you have problems in your relationship to your partner, bullying your child just because they have imaginary stuff going on is not okay. What an ass. Throw him out the window. All of it. Snorting about it. A minute had passed and the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed through the house. It was stored on incredibly worn-out cassette tape, which Dad already had to glue together once. It's so easy to fix objects by gluing them back together, for example. But how do you fix a relationship? Ma moved to the living room and I was left alone, anxiously stealing glances at the window. Oh, Olia had trouble sleeping ever since we moved to this house. She would toss and turn or curl up into a ball under her blanket. Sometimes, did this just move? I have the feeling that just opened, but I am not sure. Sometimes she would jump up in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR. Cartoons helped to take her mind off all the troubles we had with the move and our parents. Are we sure this is an owl? I mean, it looks kinda like an owl, but it hissed. And then Olia said she saw that giant flying monster outside her window. She became obsessed with it. Our parents did everything in their power. They had tried every little trick to get rid of those ridiculous fears. Olia refused to sleep alone and didn't believe that the owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure what to make of my sister's word, what to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep and ended up thinking of what to expect in my new school. It's so dark. There were a couple of days left before the beginning of a new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led to a classroom full of kids. But all the students behind the desk were simply dark figures, cut out using a template. Circular holes gaped in the middle of their faces and pairs of eyes blinked inside those holes. It was as if some complete different creature were looking at me from behind the flat black silhouette. Their cruel glares, filled with icy sneers, made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up on me and beat me down, stomp on me with their bloodied shoes? The damn school can burn for all I care. You weren't even there yet. I just wished for anything to happen to it. Doesn't really matter what. I didn't want to go there that badly. I didn't want to see people who are just itching to smack me on the head, trip me up, think of a new offensive name for me, worse than the previous one. Your school has problems. I felt like the glasses I wore made me an outsider or some sort of a monster. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Olia begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. The small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings, and they promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes I imagine Mom picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You have got the wrong number." Or, Anton is not around. Anton is not around. I imagine my future classmate lying in their beds, just like me, listening to the howls of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe my new classmate will like me after all. But who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? If it's just glasses, don't worry about it. I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet. But their relationship is failing. The house creaked, pressed by the wind. The condo was used to live in, a 9-floor concrete building, buzzed with a neighbor's drill, mumble with a TV set from behind the wall, quiet like a baby from the big family next door. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It was silent and easygoing during the day. Its shadows lay dormant in the corners, on the closet cobwebs, and under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. I will make this a little bit louder. The floor was squeaking. Rusty drains were moaning. The attic was occupied by noisy draft. Now it's too loud. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody. And then I realized I was in fact hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Somewhere at the edge of my perception I could hear a flute. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind. was a creaking old house, and my thoughts too. I stood up, rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that this music was nothing more than a product of my imagination. It's not like someone is playing in there, amidst the cold, snowy night, right? Jesus. Okay, I can only open the window. Oh! Ah, foxes play. And I think one bear? And somebody? Something? Someone was dancing in the field. Black silhouettes I could barely make out, with a dark forest as their background. They jumped around, basked in moonlight, bumped into piles of snow, rolled around and crawled on all fours. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but these were clearly not wolves. Oh, fox people? They stood upright at times, circled around holding hands and ripping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment and then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, making me anxious at the same time. Hi! Suddenly the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place, and I could swear pierced me with their eyes. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. Hi. It glided on squeaky snow without leaving any prints until it was devoured by the pitch-black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. My heart was jumping around like the bird inside a cage. I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped back towards the bed. They saw me. A freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of a perfectly dark room and listened to some unwanted guest move and scrape around, looking for an entrance. The sound moved to the right, then circled around the house. Now my guest should be at the front door. I jumped into the bed and covered myself with a blanket as if it could protect me. The shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remembered the funeral, my grandma lying there, hands crossed on her chest, her facial features sharp like that of a tin doll. Ants running up and down the legs of chairs that held my grandma's casket. I imagined those little creatures climbing up her head and pulling her up her eyelids with their tiny legs. That's not how that works. Then her wrinkled eyeballs would once again move inside the sockets and she would be able to see her grandchildren. I was chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure. And now, lying under the blanket and listening to squeaks and howls, I was repeating the same words. Should we repeat a spell? On the island of Buyan, underneath the blemished sun, in the sea of color blue, stands a cabin made of wood. There lay lard and ashen hair for the spawn from Devil's Lair to feast and always leave alone, God's faithful servant named Anton. Evil leaves this house must. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Bizarre sounds had disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under the blanket and saw curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me with a new portion of boiling terror. The sound scratched at my eardrums. In reality, something or someone were scratching at the front door, hurriedly clawing at wood, demanding to be let in. The door was shut. Good. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he installed a sturdy lock. I remember him staring at the forest intently, as if he was looking for someone. Ashes to ashes. Was it the door? Dust to dust. I hugged my knees, placing my chin between them, and drilled the door with my eyes. It was so flimsy and weak before the might of darkness. And then... Oh, the door opens. Oh no, that is... that is a nightmare of children's, isn't it? The doorknob twitched slightly. Then it turned halfway. Once, twice, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands. Maybe no thumbs. The doorknob tilted once more and then started clicking violently. My jaw cramped from fear. My red fingers clutched the blanket. The door creaked and opened. Oh, why? The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now you will see. The door was wide open. The darkness withered inside the carnivorous mouth of a doorway. Tony? Tony? It was as if the night itself was calling out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking with rusty hinges. I was trembling and snarled by the web of darkness that hung in the corner of my room, waiting for the one who weaved it to come out of the gaping black hole. Tony! My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. But before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me, Tony, you asleep? Oh, is it my sister? My sister's pale face protruded from the thick shadows. God heavens. You shouldn't be out there at the moment. I have the feeling there's a monster in the house. Come in. I almost screamed from relief. Olia? I'm not asleep. Did something happen? Olia frowned and stuck out her lower lip, a clear sign that she was about to cry. It's there again, staring at me. Shoo her away, Tony, please. I'm so scared. The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away and hid somewhere in my stomach. I needed to calm Olia down. It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. No one's going to harm you. Said the person that just was hiding underneath his blanket because he saw some people dancing in the windows. Through the windows, I guess. And one of them running towards you. Nothing will happen. I was scared, but you shouldn't. Olia sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me. But was I sure myself? No. I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch the video. Sleeping Beauty, for example. You like that cartoon, don't you? Is it a cartoon? I'm not sure. Why does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince and I have the scary bird? That question took me by surprise. Alright, let's watch Cinderella. My thought became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon? The darkness was clinging to the window, and it couldn't be fooled by Grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with a feast of lard and long ashen hair. Tony, you coming? Yes, just a moment. Tony? That was surprising. It's still growling at me. Okay, I was surprised. Is our sister a werewolf? That's why I didn't want to laugh at Olia and her owl in the morning. Who could be visiting us here in the middle of nowhere? We don't know anyone around here. So persistent. I felt extremely unsettled just from a silly thought that our morning guest could have come from the woods. I could barely hear voices coming from the front door. My mind was urging me to hide. In the closet, under the table, behind the curtains where Olia always hides. Tony, come here. I felt like kettlebells were tied to my feet but still dragged them towards the hallway. Police? A couple of policemen towered over me in the doorway. They smelled like frost and worry. My mom always winced and grumbled the moment she saw patrol cars. Worse than bandits. At the moment, though, she looked somewhat confused. Hello. The senior officer, who wore a grim expression, nodded. A boy had gone missing yesterday. His name's Vova. Look at this, please. Have you seen him? The policeman held out a photograph to me. There was a ginger boy around the age of elementary school. Pictures with a wall carpet as the background. He had a striped cat in his hands and wore a wide smile. No, I haven't. Are you sure? Look closely. Where would I see him? I don't know anyone around here. I barely leave the house. Well, maybe you have seen him from the window. That's right. Your window looks straight at the forest, don't they? The window. Ah, I have seen something. No, I haven't seen anything. I see. Hi. He sounded tired, but his stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicion. Why would he be suspicious? We are the new family, yes, but that doesn't mean anything. I squirmed unwittingly under the weight of guilt which his giant shadow cast over me. The police finally tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway, the stairway and the creaks in the ceiling, which I haven't noticed before for some reason. Cracks, not creaks. Cracks. How do you like your new place, by the way? Getting used to it? Bit by bit. It's just our little daughter missed the city a lot. Misses the city, huh? Have the locals been treating you well? Yes, everything is alright, thank you. The policeman pierced through me one more time with his grey eyes. My head started spinning. Can I help you somehow? I asked that in a shaky voice to look like a polite boy, and to end this unpleasant conversation sooner. Now that I think about it, you look just like one of my nephews, little fella. He's a witty boy around your age, wears the same type of goggles, always engrossed in reading those mystery novels. Told me he wants to enroll in police school when his family visited this summer. Wanted to help other people, just like me, see? I felt uncomfortable, as if a distant relative and not a police officer stood before me. You know what? Little boys like you should stay at home, steer away from trouble. The times have changed so much. I just told you I don't really leave my house. What do you want? Mom interjected in a cold voice. You don't say. Ah, well then. What grade are you in, Tony boy? 6? Have you made any friends here so far? Not yet. I will be going to school for the first time after the break. Ah, then I will leave you my number, just in case. Call me if you have any new info. The policemen were gone along with their shadows, the smell of cheap cologne and the photo of a smiling boy. His face still stood before my eyes. I wondered what it was like for him, being all alone there. For some reason I thought of the forest swaying in the wind. What did this poor parent feel? And what would my parents do if I would gone missing? Would they cry and trash around hysterically? Or would they accuse each other like they always do and forget about me eventually? Mom, this Vova, did he go missing in our forest? Seems like it, poor child. Oh, poor child. I looked out the window at the road. The police UAZ drove off towards the village. The officer's nephew came to mind when I was splitting off old paint from the windowsill. I remembered all the teenage mystery novels from the Black Kitty series I have read this summer. Your average boy and girl investigated all sort of mysteries there. They looked for clues, spied on suspicious people, and after a set of amazing adventures, bam, solved any complicated case. They became local celebrities and must have made their parents very proud. I noticed a trail of policemen footprints that led to the forest. And then it clicked in my head. Why don't I start an investigation of my own? Yeah, sure. Maybe I will find that lost boy. Or maybe you get lost yourself. And I will get a reward. Olia will be so happy. And not only Olia, Mom and Dad too. Maybe they will even forget about their quarrels for a while. Maybe I will even save us from the D word. I fantasized about buying Olia a Tamagotchi and getting a cassette player and a bunch of tapes for myself. And a whole box of Kinder Surprise. When was the last time our parents bought us any toys? Last autumn, I think. My dad had lost his job at the time. There's that annoying song about it. I had little to no idea what was a accountant's job like. They count money, I think. Neighbors used to envy us. But nowadays Mom and Dad barely had money to afford sweets, and Dad would always divot a single chocolate bar between me and Olia. Sometimes I gave her my share too. No matter how much I wanted to eat sweets, she was still just a pipsqueak. I couldn't wait to go out looking for clues. I'm going outside. Yeah, right. You want the police to go around with your photograph next? The forest is so thick. What if the boy got snatched up by wild animals or something even worse? Even worse, I echoed through the hallway. I won't go far, I will stay away from the forest. Did you hear what I said, or should I repeat myself? Better go back to your Better go pack your school bag or play with Olia. The sound of splashing water came from the kitchen. It meant that the argument was over and Mom had the last word. Oh. I want to open this. The dark, stuffy closet. It's an X. Mom says it smells like mice, but how could she know their smell? She hates when I stick my nose in there. She's afraid I will cut myself on the freshly sharpened X. And Olia can't even be lured close to it. She thinks Baba is living here. I tried to help her fight her fears once, opened the door and turned on a dim lamp, so she would see there was nothing but cobwebs, Dad's tools and scratched walls. She still didn't believe me, and I like to hide in the closet and listen to Olia count outside. 1, 2, 3, better hide from me. And then drag her feet on the creaking floorboards, hoping that she wouldn't need to look for me in the cramped monster's den. Okay, so we know where a weapon is if we need one. We cannot go up though. Why can we open this? Grandma kept ice cream for me and Olia there, but now I could only see meat bits for soup and clumped together pelmeni? I grew to hate them already. There's medication over here. There's eggs, butter. Okay. Oh! It was difficult to lie to Mom, but there was no other way for me to run away from home. Since when did we plan to run away? Mom, something wrong with the TV. The picture is dim and there are stripes all over the screen. Mom's face became visibly distorted. You're killing me here, so have you had enough of shooting those stupid ducks now? Told you the kinescope will go dim because of your console. Where will we find a TV technician in this hole, huh? Maybe it's just the settings? Please, go see for yourself. Strange, it worked fine in the morning. Maybe the snowfall caused it. Mom rubbed her hands clean on her apron and went to Olia's room. EMACOM of Russia has declared the state of emergency due to adverse weather condition. According to the weather forecast, a cyclone is moving towards the region. Expect heavy snowfall, blizzard and snowdrift on the road. Keep your eyes open and take care of yourself. I took a peek at Mom's crossword. She would get very angry when someone gave her advice, so me and Dad fake knowing the answer and being about to reveal it all the time. I smiled at the fleeting thought. Vertical, 9 letters, the name of the Philistine deity that protected them from viper bites and had a nickname. The Lord of Flies. Second letter is E. Ah, the policeman's number. The decrepit and stain-covered calendar was once my favorite form of entertainment in Grandma's house. I remember waking up and running to the kitchen so I could tear off yesterday's leaf first thing in the morning, as if the coming day would get lost in the taiga forest without my help. One day closer to New Year. One day closer to Grandma's funeral. I haven't touched this calendar for years now. Since the time they started writing dark and spooky death chants that only made me gloomy instead of funny proverbs and superstitions, to be exact. I grabbed a dusty calendar leaf with caution and it tore off effortlessly. Oh, today is the 8th, okay. Sadly, the spooky description for my childhood were still there. 7 horses carry the log. If 7 can't carry, bring the 8th from a ferry. They will take it away and never come back. This is the fate the log cannot escape. I don't understand. Hi, Krea. Hi. I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm confused about this game a little bit. At least sometimes I don't understand what they try to tell me, but otherwise I'm fine. The first game was good, the second was good, but short, and now we are with this one. How's you? I crumpled the grey leaf and threw it into the waste bin, hoping to get rid of the anxiousness that washed over me. It was spreading inside me like an ink stain on blotting paper. Blotting paper? Okay. I guess we turn around now. Let's run away, I guess. Doing great. Meal prepping, getting ready for my birthday tomorrow. It's true. I have to work early shift, but after that I want to come by. Oh, Hogness, are you still there? I'm guessing not. You already went to bed. There we go. Please follow Svask. She has birthday tomorrow and makes a special stream. Please. Thank you. Great artist. I'm so excited to see you and hopefully draw you. Well, that will be decided by luck. There we go. I don't want to work tomorrow. But we will. I opened the front gate and went into the field. Carefully, so Mom wouldn't see me from the window. When I crossed half of the distance towards the forest, the snow piles became as high as my knees. I remembered my nightly fears. I saw those silhouettes around here. They were jumping around, holding hands. That hypnotizing music started playing in my head all on its own. In the light of day, those distant figures felt like a simple dream. The sun turned my nightmares to ash, but the aftertaste was still there, distant ringing in my ears, distorted shadows crawling on the snow alongside me, and a barely audible whisper in my head, blurry and almost kind. These are strange trees. Everything was silent. So silent, I felt like the world was totally empty. Yes, it's basically snow. No ground, no sky, no parents, no Olia. The time reached its limit. A one-way trip that ended at the forest's pine stocket? Yeah. Sometimes silence was much scarier than any scream. Our parents would scream at each other while arguing, and both me and Olia turned to stone listening to them. But then always came the ringing silence. Our parents became numb a couple of days before we departed. It was hard to remember the last time Mom and Dad joked around, laughing, or spent time together, almost like all of it was in a previous life. When they kissed with Olia present, she always frowned and snorted in a funny way. But one day it all changed. Something important had left our home, and something scary filled the remaining void. It was as if a fire broke up, and our parents were hurriedly packing our belongings, trying to save themselves and us. From who, though? From the people with dead cold eyes who sometimes visited us in our previous home? The eyes that only saw balls of worms on the black ground and everything? And somewhere far away a siren was going off, trying to warn us of the coming menace. I shuddered, chasing away my delusions, and looked around. There were only me, this wide field, and the wind that was whipping up icy dust and belt of powdered snow. I squinted from the sun and turned my eyes to the sunless forest. It looked especially dark in contrast with the blinding whiteness. Knobby tree roots slithered under the snow like fat snakes. Rotten leaves and coniferous needles froze into the ice. Oh, there's a handshoe. Dry, prickly branches intertwined, bringing up comfortable thoughts about fences. Were they protecting the forest? Or were they keeping something from breaking out? Some object was hanging from one of the pointy branches. I tried to get closer, drowning in snow, and when I almost got to the edge of the forest, I saw a knitted mitten. It looked like a wounded bird amongst the hungering semi-dark. Should I take it to the police? Their senior officer looked gloomy, but he still reminded me of Captain Casanova from my favorite TV show called The Streets of Broken Lights. He was also always anxious, with a tired look in his eyes, but still brave and strong. Will this mitten help them find the lost boy? Vova! I heard a distant shout, looking like it came from the river. Vova! By the way, Vova is a child that got lost. As if the trees were calling out to someone. Vova sounded closer to me. Someone was standing there behind the trees, hiding. I knew someone was looking for the lost boy, but still. Where are they? Something was unsettling about that figure. Where? Its stillness, how it was bent unnaturally towards the ground. Its blackness. There's no one there, just branches and roots. It's all just my imagination. A nearby bird flapped its wings loudly. Oh! A shadow split from the tree and disappeared from my sight. I looked away for just a moment, but when I turned my gaze back to the same place, it was gone. So it was my imagination after all. Was it so? Silence reigned for a painful long time. I don't like this movement. I don't like that we look around. My muscles were tightly sprung. My heart was beating somewhere in my throat. Any noise, any little movement, any small whisper from the thicket and I would sprint. But nothing of the sort happened. I looked at the mitten once more. Huh? Oh. So, I see multiple problems here. It could be that we try to take it and somebody is jumping us. It could be that we take it and the policeman says, yeah, well, where did you find it? And he will not believe us because we removed it from the original place. I can also see that if we don't take it, that it disappears. And therefore the policeman will not believe us because it's gone. Take it? I decided to take the lonely mitten from the branch. Hi? Bova! A shout rumbled across the field and dissolved into the distance. No echo nor hope for a reply. I don't want to look. I see the shadows, but it could also be just, you know. It didn't budge. I pulled harder, the branch cracked and the mitten tore off, landing in my hand with a squishy sound. All too heavy, lead. I squeezed it without thinking and something dark spilled from it, forming a tiny string between the mitten and the snow. If it is a string, then it is not a clear liquid. Steam rose from the snow pile. Steam? Oh, blood, great. Well, ketchup. A second game with ketchup. I froze in place, studying my palms in disgust. Red. The sound of cracking branches invaded the silence. Okay, look away. Oh, I don't want to be jumped. I didn't have to think twice before running away. Someone was chasing me from the darkness, breaking pine branches, closing the distance with giant leaps. Snow was slowing me down. Crazy thoughts flew through my mind. I will get caught. They will get me. I will get dragged into the thicket. I will be gone forever. But there was one more voice, probably one of reason. It gave me strength, spurred me on. You can do it. Don't stop. I heard an animal roar behind me. It was so loud my ears went numb. It felt like the sound had come from a pack of hungry beasts, rather than a single one. Their nostrils sucked in freezing air. They sensed my fear. Two giant wings flapped above my head. An enormous shadow flew over the clearing. A hoot, a wheeze. The roars were coming from all directions now. From the dried-up raspberry bush, from twisted pines, from under the windfall. Hurry, run! Don't look back! It felt like I was inside a nightmare. The snowy clearing became vicious like quicksand. I was stuck in place. I pulled my leg from the mushy trap just to be caught in a new one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. Was snow ever this sticky? I screamed in horror after realizing this wasn't snow. Someone or something in the snow pile was clutching my pants, I gathered all my strength and rushed forward. The pressure on my legs was gone, my boots slipped out of the hole and my soles were on a hard surface again. I reached a clear path with one jump and from there ran to my house. Its gloomy facade didn't look threatening now. That house was my line of defense from the shadows that flapped their wings and the creatures that were hidden under the snow. I tripped over the doorstep and smashed into the door. In all my hurry, I still managed to notice the claw marks, as if a dog was striking the wood with its paws, demanding to be let in so it could escape the cold. I hadn't noticed these marks when I was leaving. The heartbeat in my ears was much louder than my surroundings. I couldn't hear whether someone was following me or not. What if they were already in our front yard and Mom had locked the door? Drowning in fear, I pulled on the doorknob and it obediently gave way. Okay, close the door, lock it. I rolled into the hallway and shut the door behind me. Porch planks creaking as my pursuers ascended the stairs. My fingers slipped off the lock and I couldn't click it into place. I gritted my teeth and pulled hard on the iron knob, ripping it between the boards. I stared blankly at the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the pitful, flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than blankets. Wheezing breeze reached into the house and crashed at me in waves. It smelled of pine and sweat. Mom peeked out of the kitchen and chastised me with the same frigid voice she always used when talking to Dad. What exactly didn't you understand when I told you to never slam the door? I didn't mean to. I snuck a glance at the doors. The smell was gone and the breath was too. If there was someone in the first place, of course. Here, mere 5 meters away from Mom, my fear was slowly weakening, melting like snow in spring, and with it the last bit of strength I had left my body too. My legs gave way. I propped myself up against the wall so I wouldn't fall over. Mom's expression had changed immediately. The cold mask of strictness and detachment was gone. Mom looked the same as before all those squirrels. She finally saw my condition, my wet pants plastered with snow. Where have you been? What did I tell you, huh? I told you to stay home. Am I nothing to you too? I got afraid she would cry. I reached out to her like when I was very little and wanted her to cuddle me. But Mom regained her composure fast and put on her usual face. How about the blood on our hands? Did Mom see that? Her eyes shined like steel, her voice rang out. Your dad can't find his cigarettes. Be honest, did you snatch them? Were you smoking in secret? There was something chasing me. I thought... I stuttered as soon as I started explaining myself. Tears welled up in my eyes. Mom leaned towards me and sniffed my clothes like a beast, searching for the smell of tobacco. Then she squinted her eyes in suspicion and looked into the front yard. Her expression changed in an instant and she covered her mouth with her hand. Look over there, at the fence. My heart started thumping as if becoming prey once again and my pursuers were following me in the field. I could swear that I have heard something scratch at the door, just like in my nightmare. Mom beckoned me with her finger and I gathered all my remaining bravery to look into the kitchen window, facing my fear. I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in snow through the icy winter patterns on the glass. Dogs or wolves? Dogs! Just a small pack of strays with no name and owner, barely reminding of the hungry monsters that lived on the edge of the forest. Oh boy, were you scared of them? I think they would rather be scared of you, Anton. If they are really hungry, that could be in, winter, and you're a small child, they could eat you, okay? So it is reasonable to be scared. Even as a grown-up, I wouldn't dare go close to a bunch of stray dogs. They were chasing me like a bunny. And what if they are... And what if they are rabbit? Oh, rabbit, yeah. The smile had slowly disappeared from Mom's face. Now she looked at the dogs as if it was her first time seeing them. What if they attack Olia? Mom? I wish your dad could just shoot them all. That's a strange wish. Call the cops. Mom, look, they are alive. Huh? What? Are they your friend or foe after all? Make up your mind. You're not a little kid anymore. Well, there is also something that is neither friend nor foe, okay? That's a misunderstanding. Mom sighed in annoyance, and I felt so bitter that I bit my lower lip and fixed my gaze on the cobweb-ridden corner. Whip, some detective I am. In reality, I wasn't risking my life among monsters, but rather my pants among a pack of stupid strays. Again, if they are big enough and you are a small child, you are still in danger. Also, what is with the stuff that we found and the blood? And what for? What use do I have for this? Mitten. Of course. A dark and sticky mitten that belonged to the lost boy made a squishy sound in my hand. Seems like I was clutching it the whole time. That's my trump card as a detective. I hurried to present this clue to my mom. And your mom didn't see this before? You stretched out your arms for your mom to hug you. And your mom didn't see this? Your mom is really blind, huh? Jesus Christ. Mom, look, this is Wova's mitten. The boy the police were asking about in the morning. It's drenched in blood. I found it hanging on a tree. I can show where. Let's call the police right away, like the officer had told us to. Mom, look. Ooh. A shadow of doubt slowly crept onto Mom's contorted face, as if she was trying to remember something distant, like someone tries to remember their dream, but the images slip away. Stop at this moment. What? Olia will go insane if she hears you. She already has trouble sleeping and whines all the time. What has that to do with anything? Mom, I have a really, really, really bloody handshoe in my hand and telling you it's from the child that got lost and tell you to call the police. And you say, shut up? Your sister will be scared. You do not have to call my sister, you know, you have to call the police. And you joke around like this. Oh, huh? Okay, now I can see it. Still, it is a handshoe that I found hanging on a tree. It could be a lead. At that moment, I realized the mitten was actually red from snow. There was no blood whatsoever. I wanted to sink through the floor from embarrassment. I saw the blood. Come here, my boy, who cried Wolf. Oh, don't just stand there. Come, take your pills. Pills? A gold-colored pill reminiscent of a dead wasp fell onto my palm. I already took one during breakfast. Don't talk over me. I told you to stay home and Dad would have given you a good whipping for that. We don't do that anymore. Come on, take it, or you won't be able to sleep at night. And you have school tomorrow. So I had to swallow the bitter medication, drinking it down with similarly awful water that gave off a taste of chlorine. Do we have some kind of hallucination problem? The medicine in the fridge seems to be for us, I guess. So it could be that we have like depression, but depression normally doesn't lead to hallucination necessarily. Not this way, I guess. Something else? Maybe it wasn't Vova's mitten. Maybe it wasn't a mitten at all, just like the forest monsters. And Olia's owl. Am I going mad? Oh, what's happening to me? Either the pill had an immediate effect or my overexerted brain didn't let fear inside anymore. Serenity washed over me, bringing yawny indifference along with it. Anton, you done? See, you can do it when you try. Take off your coat. Are you asleep? No, Mom, I was just thinking. What about, I wonder? It's just something silly. Mom scrutinized me with suspicious eyes. Why would I tell you anything if you are reacting like this? So, it makes sense that I don't want to talk to you. As if she wasn't sure she was looking at her own son and not some doppelganger that came from the forest. Is everything alright? No, I was just thinking I had a bloody handshoe, then I was chased. It doesn't really matter if it was dogs or a monster. And you don't believe me. You had the exact same expression when the policeman asked you about the window. I'm alright, Mom. She heaved a deep sigh. Fine. It seems like the house had changed. The sofa's fabric had become discolored. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. The light bulb also felt different, dimmer and yellower. Even the salvia inside my mouth had a different taste. A melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Olia was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episode and switched to the other tapes. I slowly changed into my home clothes, stopped before the sink and studied my reflection in the mirror, like I was trying to solve one of those spot the difference puzzles. Then I went upstairs. Is that the cat? Java's and Lago's voice died down. Jafar. I walked past Olia's bedroom and slipped into my own. One of the drawers was empty. I hid the policeman's phone number along with the mitten there. I obtained a mitten. The simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed. And only then I noticed there was someone behind the curtains. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. Whether it was due to medication I took or the stress I underwent, the room began to contort as if the wind was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The room's corners bent and undulated? The only stable thing in the whole room was a figure between the windowsill and the curtain. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor. Just like a servant of sorts. Olia? Who else would be standing there? I stood up and licked my dried up lips. Yeah, Olia, it's so funny. The silhouette was unmoving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. I reached towards the curtains. Ba-dum, ba-dum. My heart, controlled by medication. The wind sang in the field with a chorus of voices. For a second I wanted to return to the bed, just lie down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. You are looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. Yep. Gotcha! I knew it was you from the beginning. A blind blindingly bright halo lit up above Olia's head with the setting sun as the background. That seems like a foreshadowing, you know? A bad one. My sister was shining. It seems I need a break. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. Children. But I brought her to the window one day and sunlight poured on her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a child woven from light. I saw everything. Oh, really? What did you hide? She was just like my mom when she was little, before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her commanding tone of voice. It's nothing, just... Olia ran up to the table, her eyes round, and asked, You stole something and hid it there? Are you a thief? What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that mitten hanging from a tree branch. What if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tilted figure standing behind black trees. Olia could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me. Swear that you won't tell anyone, then I will show you. Olia wore a plotting smile. I swear on Mom's heart. Oh, that is a bad one. An oath she heard in one of the movies about pioneers we have watched. Don't say things like that. Olia nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer and Olia leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if she couldn't understand what she saw. A certain boy lost it and got lost himself. Now you do understand how dangerous it is for kids to wander into the forest, right? He must be really cold out there. Will they find him? They will. The police are going house to house showing his photo to everyone. Olia traversed the room with care and pressed the tiny palms against the window. And why are they going to houses and not the forest? Are they scared? The question caught me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. Yeah, right, flashed in my clouded mind. Did they really check every nook and cranny, where darkness, cold, and whisper of ice branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss a mitten? Or did it appear later, for me? I changed the topic, as if trying to get Olia as far away as possible from the forest thicket. We may get a reward if I go and find this boy by myself. A lot of stuff like in Field of Wanderers. Sounds cool, right? Olia wasn't listening to me. She was piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got him? Nonsense, and owls won't be able to lift a human. But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. I think it's... How should I put it? It's cursed or something. Just like in a fairy tale? No, not like that. More like in that spooky tape Mom and Dad are hiding from us. Olia shivered and stole a glance at the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you. No, it's just... I was hurrying back home so Mom won't be worried. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. You are lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in the tower, can't go anywhere. I will die from boredom here. You are wrong. No one has ever died of boredom. And you have me and your cartoons, and Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. You know what I would wish for on my next birthday? I would wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could go and play together like we used to. Yeah, and if you would make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. Olia giggled and tugged at my sleeve. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. Fatigue won over my desire to be with my little sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy. I'm too tired, I don't want to. Come on. It's so boring alone and Mom is always busy. We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen before. I know all of your tapes by heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? And so much happened after that. Let's go, let's go. Maybe a bit later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know, let's play hide and seek. Ah, no, Olia. Then draw me a dino. Olia, please. Dwight, will you leave me alone already? I blurted it out without thinking, and then I was immediately taken aback. I had never screamed at my little sister like that. Olia stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, precursors to tears. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? I hurried to prevent Olia from crying. All right, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna. I came up to her, put my hand on her soft head. Let's go. Let's go watch Peter Pan. Boo, you will fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. And I will draw you a full Triceratops later. Hooray! Triceratops. Well, close enough. Olia rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajama and a shining smile returned to her face. I will go ask Mom for condensed milk and bread and you will wind the tape. The bread is fresh, just how you like it. All right, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you will be yelled at again. Wanna bet I won't spill it? The tape is somewhere in the nightstand, look for it. Olia disappeared into the doorway and I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. Ah, the chipmunks. Chip and Chap. I just noticed. Ay. Okay. I will end stream here. I didn't know that this is a text game. Knack everything. Ay. Okay. My reading is getting worse, my voice is getting worse, and I have to work tomorrow morning. So we will end stream today. Let's see. So we have the J Master with Repo, with a bunch of people. Or we can go to Blinks with Touch Staffed. I have the feeling I gotten you to bed again. But at least it was a text game this time, not a horror game that got you to sleep. Okay, nobody's answering, so I'm going over to Blinks with Touch Staffed. because at least that is a text-based game. It is sassy though, as far as I know. I believe it has a maturity rating of 16 or 18, I believe. But I see pretty men, so yeah. So, tomorrow I most likely, maybe, will not stream. Depends how the work is. Then on Wednesday we do Outer Tale, and then we will play Cult of the Lamp. I am still pondering with myself if I want to go to the Gamescom. So I'm not sure if I stream on Friday or Thursday. It depends how I feel, you know? If I want to go or not. You know, I want to, but somehow I do not really want to go alone. But I have not really people around that like, you know, games and so on. So inviting someone doesn't really make sense. So yeah. Let's see. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for lurking. And we will see us maybe tomorrow or the day after. Night night and bye bye. Boop.